Hey YouTube, this is Dean making another vid. If you like my content, please consider hitting the like button. Also, please consider subscribing, as it is very much appreciated. More on the Smiths, fooling around. Made up a heap of this Maya dust from Fatwood. Yeah, I really like it for Fatwood. It's easy to do, and yeah, it makes up a fine dust. So I'm going to fill this whole bag up with Maya dust. Just fool around with it. Bloody char tins all open. So I'm going to fill that up. I was just fooling around with it last night. So yeah, that was about 5 minutes work. And I got that, or less than 5 minutes work, just fooling around with it. So yeah, it does that really good. But I'm going to try, I've got a couple of sticks that I found down in the backyard. Yeah, I'm just going to try. These are all dry sticks that I've got. I don't know what ones are really going to be real good. So we'll give them a go anyway, because apparently you can use any stick you want, not just Fatwood. I also have a pine stick here that was for part of the punkwood, but it's not really punky. So let's give that a go first of all. Now this was a little bit damp, so I don't know how good that's going to be. As you can see, it's quite easy to do. It's not hard at all to actually use the device. It really rips it up. I have to say, it's not just a standard cheese grater as you would think in the traditional sense. I do think you're probably better off having a pair of gloves on when you're doing this, because I would hate to get my finger caught, scraped along the top. See, that produces a shit ton of that stuff. Now that is fine, and hopefully I'll get up here before the wind gets it. I'll put it away. So that was pine. It was very punky on the outside, but this is the solid bit. Let's see how that takes a spark, first of all. See if it... Now this wasn't punkwood, it wasn't Fatwood, sorry. I'm going to be saying Fatwood all the time. This is just normal pine. And as expected, I thought it might go up. Now that was a little bit damp. It felt a little bit damp, so that may be playing into it. Airing it out. No, I think we've got it going. Okay, you just had to drive a few sparks into it, as per normal. Okay. Oh no. We got. Okay, yeah, no, we got it going. So that worked all right. and it dried it out as it went. So that worked. I think you could get a fire going with that. And if you couldn't, you should give the game up, I think. Now let's try just a normal stick. Let's try this one here because it was fairly dry. Now I will say this was stupidly expensive here in Australia. They're $31. I've just been talking to a couple of people over in America and they get them for $11. Converted over into Australian dollars, that's $15 Australian. So we get double the price. They charge double for us. I don't know why that is. We just get screwed. That's with everything. I don't know why they seem to want to screw us on everything with the pricing of stuff. It just annoys me. Well, I'm being a bit... It's got... This one had a few spikes in it, so... Yeah, it's got little sharp spikes. Should have gloves on. As I said, it really rips through the wood. Should be enough. We'll have a go at that. Make sure that's away. Don't want to contaminate that. We'll see how that goes anyway. Yeah, the pricing on it, it is expensive, like, for it. But in light of how cheap Americans can get it for, which annoys the hell out of me. But that's with everything. It seems to be... Oh, I got that one on light. There we go. It's going to be problematic. Well, that seems to be working reasonably well. Light, fine tinders seem to work. That worked even better than the other one. You just have to use the pump method, which I don't mind. With these big rods, you've got plenty of fooling around, like plenty of rod to be able to fool around like that. That one, the drier wood, worked even better. So yeah, this is only a rudimentary test, obviously, but that's just normal wood, and that's working even better. That's in the wind, and yeah, and that one took a spark, just a stray spark over there once. So yeah, I'm coming to appreciate it. Not too bad at all. So yes, just a rudimentary secondary follow-up of the PackPal tinder maker, and that's using two different types of woods, and not fat wood. It was just normal wood. One was a somewhat punky pine. It wasn't fat wood. That's not fat wood. It's just a punky wood, but it wasn't punky. It was very solid in the middle, and I'm not an arborist. I don't know what type of, just a dry stick that I had in the backyard, suburban backyard. My son is mad for collecting bits of wood around, and it was just a dry piece of wood that I had in the backyard. So and as you saw, it doesn't take, it is an easy device to use. It seems to rip the wood up really easy. yeah, it is easy to use. It seems to produce a very fine grade of product. There it is there. Once you, this is fat wood. That's the fine dust it makes up, the fine shavings. So yeah, it is, and it's not a cheese grater as such. Yeah, when I said that yesterday, it's not. It's far more solid, and the cutters are actually different. Again, there it is up close. If you have a look at it, and yeah, not a bad little product. I would personally like it to be a bit bigger, so you had a more substantial item to hold on to, and a more substantial area to grate on. That's because I have large hands. I tend to always like something a bit bigger and area to work with, and but that is probably my only complaint with it, apart from the pricing. But that's only here in Australia. Yeah, if you can buy them in America for $11, they are, I would say they are well worth the money at $11. Yeah, excellent little gadget. They are a gadget, and Matt from Blaze and Blades did make a very good point. He prefers to use his knife, and I can understand that. Yeah, but I'm glad I got mine now. They are making it. They are a bit of a fad at the moment here on YouTube, and I think, yeah, they are a gadget, and I did bow to peer pressure with it. But yeah, I'm a bit of a gadget freak too. I do like all the bits and pieces and whatnot too. So, and I will admit, it does make making this stuff up a lot easier than scraping it on the back of your knife. But if you don't want to get one, don't want to pay the price and use your knife, good on you. That I can well see that too. But yeah, as far as this one goes, I'm going to be using it, and I'm happy I got mine. But yeah, I'm not happy that I had to pay so much for it. But yeah, seems to work all right with other woods as well, which is the main focus of this video, and I'm starting to ramble. So yeah, wrap up. Seemed to work all right. Seemed to take a spark, as you saw. Fatwood, yeah, it works really well for fatwood, and which is what I'm going to use it mainly for. I'm not going to worry about this sort of stuff. To clean them, Gerbs said just use methylated spirits, or what they call denatured alcohol in America. Yeah, that takes all yucky stuff, all the resin off it. So yeah, just clean it up with methylated spirits. That cleans that up. And yeah, I'll wrap it up for there. Thanks for watching.